fire, fire for fire, fire.
Gabe Newell stays winning, doing absolutely nothing, basically. Alright.
You know, in a sense, this is like grim and depressing stuff, but honestly, for the scope of this video, man, this is fun. I can't wait. This is a banger, so let's go. Steam's policy just forced Activision to disclose their use of AI in Call of Duty. That hard confirms what, well, we've all seen with our eyeballs, but it also confirms leaks, including leaks of
low-key, I can only tell from the hair and from the shading on the hair right here. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. You guys. What the hell? Why am I out of the frame? Hold on. What the frick? Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, I can tell from here that it looks really weird. Yeah, this part right here, the belt buckle doesn't make any sense. The reflection doesn't. The eye reflection's kind of, or is it blood spatter? The wrinkles don't make sense, the fur, but it's kind of passable, but like, you'd have to really know what you're looking at. 6 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I would have counted that too, you're right. The hand, like right here, I don't know if you can see it. This hand looks really weird as well. I think I could point out a lot of things that's wrong with this picture if I took the time.
Well, we've all seen with our eyeballs, but it also confirms leaks, including leaks of internal documents that we actually covered a little while ago. But then we zoomed in the story, and when we did, it got worse. And this has got to be seen to be believed. It's not the title we've run with for today's video, I think anyway, but they've literally found a way to profit from your death. Yeah, hilarious.
What?
Now, COD has always been a massive money-making machine. Now it looks desperate. Even though it's literally not desperate, it's...
Bro, this is not COD anymore. What the hell are we doing? This is literally Fortnite.
Successful. No, this is not desperation. This is them pushing and pushing. And most egregiously, there is a new system designed to profit from your death in the game. It's all made worse, of course, by AI cheapening what we even see in the game, including our rewards. And that means that it doesn't feel like the fruits of their truly absurd, overpriced, complex, layered monetization system. I mean, even just before recording, there was a thing that we thought conferred certain benefits, right? For like buying it for the season. Then we found out it's actually a like stacking thing as you buy it across seasons. This is insane. I'm going to
10% player XP and weapon XP loyalty boost for repurchasing Black Cell loyalty bonus boost. Bro, this is verbal diarrhea. What the hell does this mean? It's some sort of stacking buff that you can buy?
Go mad, but don't worry, we'll go mad for you. And the upshot is something
cringe.
that costs $70 with a budget of well over 600 million. I mean, COD Blops Cow. Yep, that one costs $700 million. Something with that budget and this price tag has never...
What? I thought 200 million for a game was a lot. 700 million?
Never felt so cheap. Let's go.
That's
now, something
insane.
you don't know about me is that I enjoy building things like this app front end. And that's why today's sponsor, Boot.dev, is so relevant. Because with Boot, you'll learn back-end web development using Python and Go. I've got a sick discount for you. Those are 2 excellent languages, and they will set you up well as a programmer. And why I love Boot, though, specifically is how it works, because it's basically a fantasy RPG. You've got quests, XP, public leaderboards. I mean, just look at the public leaderboard updating in real time as real users are doing lessons, and so much more, like the spell book, which is packed with programming reference material, but you unlock it as you progress in a natural way. It's so cool. And that's all because Boot's founder loves RPGs, as a few of our channels, and that's why he's built it for people like us. And you'll learn real, practical programming skills, not just basics. That means portfolio projects, mastering Git, and what you'll actually need for a real job. And the best news is you'll get 25% off your first purchase at boot.dev/BelluNews, and it's 0 risk. You can browse their content, do demos, and a lot more for free. And when you do buy, backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was the best-selling game of 2024. Per Microsoft, it delivered the franchise's biggest launch ever, it had record day one players, it had substantial Game Pass growth, but also on Steam and PlayStation unit sales were up 60% year over year. And I'm not embarrassed to say that I was one of those sales, and I didn't buy the previous game. I'm part of why those sales were up 60%. And that's because Actually,
his fault?
it's a bloody good game. Seriously, the campaign's one of the best ones in years. I had a lot of fun in the multiplayer, but if I go anywhere near it now, it's all garish brands and insanity.
Wait, they put Squid Games into COD? Are you for real?
Just kind of makes me go, ugh. What it is more, though, is a test bed.
it's
A test bed
weird.
that fully justifies the renewed wave of calls for core multiplayer to become a
That's
free-to-play
cooked as fuck.
experience matching Warzone. Because when you play it, a full $70 game, it feels honestly worse than many free-to-plays. And nothing makes it feel cheaper than this new tactic.
Well, yeah, when the game costs allegedly $700 million to make, of course you're gonna try and squeeze even more money to, like, skim off the top. That's a lot of dosh. Isn't it 1,000 million is $1 billion? Yeah, $1 billion to make a game almost. That's insane!
Their new tactic is designed to funnel you from death to store, but before...
No, wait. Are they gonna start charging you for dying? Wasn't there some sort of EA guy, like a CEO a long time ago, that said that he wasn't opposed to the idea of charging people per bullets? Yeah, he wanted to charge per bullet. For reloading. Well, anyway, that was supposed to be a joke. No, he was serious. I read an article on it, wasn't it? They're gonna play ads when you died out. Chat, are they gonna charge you or are they gonna play you an ad? A joke? No, chat, it was not a joke. He was completely serious. He said word for word, I might be paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of, I'm not opposed to the idea of charging people for reloading or for bullets. Like, it's a ha-ha, but, like, he was like, like, I'm starting to see how people are gonna respond.
That you need to learn about a patent, because this patent at the time raised eyebrows. It's horrible, and knowing that it exists, yeah, makes me think about the future of this game.
Come on,
so
say
here's what
it!
the patent does in their own words.
What?
Match a more expert/marquee player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make game-related purchases of items possessed/used by the marquee player. The
system may match a more expert marquee player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make game-related purchases of items possessed used by the marquee player. Wait! No, I actually, I think Activision Blizzard has been doing this since, like, Hearthstone. I know this is a very, very conspiracy-oriented theory, but when I played Hearthstone, I would get matched against people that I just fucking knew were bots. Like, they would top deck shit, they would make, like, insane, ridiculous plays that didn't make sense, like, 5 turns ago, but... I don't know, it's hard to explain. I feel like that's a thing that's been around forever, but doing this and making, so to speak, like the player who is the underdog feel forced to play or pay more to become better at the game, I don't think this is new. I know this is a thing. It works! They're gonna put higher MMR players with cosmetics into new blocks to make them need the skins? Yes, or like, I don't know if it works like this in COD. I haven't played COD in literally like probably over, 12 years. But if I saw a gun that somehow did more damage or like, I don't know, like an ammo add-on or whatever, like item, I don't know how the game works now. I would feel more inclined to swipe if I was a stupid player.
idea here is really simple. It's that matchmaking would pair players with no cosmetics against players with loads of cosmetics to entice purchases. Of course, if you know anything about matchmaking, that's not going to be good for game quality. Now, I must be clear,
you can buy blueprints for guns that cost IRL money, so you can make guns. Right. It's not SBM, it's EOM, engagement optimized matchmaking. Look into its patent and scary shit. Chat, I 100% believe this has already like been implemented. They just officially patented it because they realized it works. They wouldn't patent something without thinking that it might work.
There's no evidence that this has been implemented, right? No evidence. But it is something they've thought of. It's perhaps in the back pocket. And with that in mind, let's talk about the new change. Whenever someone kills you in Call of Duty, of course, you get a kill cam. The kill cam now displays a prompt.
No way! No way! Oh my god, no fucking way! That's so funny! That is so funny! I remember in Hearthstone, if you got a fucking stupid deck, like everyone plays the meta, like at the top like 100, everybody starts playing the meta because they're scumbags and they want to play the meta and they want to win really bad. If I lost a game of Hearthstone and I saw like wishlist this deck, I would lose my fucking marbles. Yeah, you want to wishlist this shit? You want to wishlist a winning team? This is who you're gonna be. You need this to win.
Prompt to wishlist the cosmetic blueprint of the weapon that just ended your life. It is a direct pipeline to the in-game store.
That's
and
awesome.
It's one that
I love
exists in a
that.
world where they've already designed a matchmaking system that, if implemented, would complement a feature like this perfectly. Right? Oh, lovely stuff. And if you've got a keen memory, you may remember the copy loadout feature from the Modern Warfare 2019 beta. Yeah, you could copy someone's loadout. That's just their loadout. That was a gameplay-oriented feature that was removed before the actual launch of that game. This, though, is
Yeah, because that would have been more fun. Yeah, I know about copycat death streaks. You can do that in Dead by Daylight as well. Like, if you die or if you go against a killer and then like you have to play killer if they beat you and like whatever, it's the same thing. I understand the concept. You copy their build.
Wishlisting paid for premium blueprints. Now those are
which
cosmetic,
is fine,
but they've also got a pre-built attachment setup, which in many cases can circumvent hours upon hours of grinding. I have one real clear example of that. It was the Akimbo Diamatis at a point in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They were absurdly overpowered, and funnily enough, when a build of them that was very overpowered, that took hours upon hours upon hours of grinding to earn, existed, they published a cosmetic blueprint that basically had the OP build. So you could...
that is devilish. That's wicked shit, bro. No, they instantly published a market build copy. That's fucked, man.
Just buy the OP build right now, immediately, and use it. That does not feel good.
And then they nerf it, and then the person's like, fuck, they nerfed my build. And then another fucking build goes out that's meta or like really good, and then they nerf it in like a month or two, because you don't obviously you don't want to nerf it right away, right, chat? Like, think about it logically. You don't want to nerf it right away. You gotta let them like feel really good about it, get that dopamine up. They've been doing this regularly for like 5 to 7 years. Oh my god, bro, that's so evil.
And there's a funny thing. The prompt only appears on the kill cam. The kill cam is the very thing someone will watch if they want to improve and, you know, kill the guy instead of, well, now being sat watching the kill cam of the guy killing them. Now what it does...
It's a psychological thing, too. You're obviously upset that you died. You're like, oh my god, frick, BS, bullshit, that didn't even hit me. What is this guy's fucking setup? And then, like, emotions are running high. You're pissed. You might whip out a credit card. Like, casinos do this, too. They do this with, like, emotional, like, environmental emotional manipulation.
To say, you can buy the thing they killed you with. The implication is, perhaps, you can then kill that person and other people with that thing that you can buy next time.
Oh, man,
that feels bad. But, it's
no,
just
it's
one
really
part
good.
of what we're going to cover today. I told you this would be a fun video. It is. So, yeah,
pumped,
it's turtle time. Few examples are worse than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover because it demands approximately $90 plus event pass progression to unlock all the awards. So each turtle costs $20 and comes with a custom melee variant, additional cosmetics, and a color-matched weapon blueprint. So $90, a lot of money.
Holy
but,
shit!
Of course, we do live in a brand invasion, and that means that we can compare the turtle
They have a pizza gun?
outings in other games. As an example, in Fortnite, all 4 turtles plus their weapons is $32. There you go, Tim Sweeney, man of the people. Injustice 2 has a $20 pack that adds all the turtles plus 2 more characters. Now, Street Fighter 6 does edge Call of Duty out just a little bit at $100 for all of its turtleness.
Holy shit.
But,
I mean, then Street Fighter's egregious.
That's only because they charge for individual sticker sets, which I've got to imagine a lot of people don't buy. But guess what, everyone? The squeeze is actually worse. Crossovers have now got their own separate passes layered on top of the regular battle pass.
Oh
it's
my
a trend
God.
that started with the January Squid Game crossover.
Oh my God!
Now, the game's event pass will offer 2 Foot Clan Ninja operator skins for free, but if you want Master Splinter, you'll need to complete the entire pass and pay an additional $10. Big happy smiles. But that's—
And then the event ends like at a certain time, so if you want the end skin and you don't play enough, you have to swipe your credit card, otherwise everything is for naught. That's strong. Yeah, the FOMO. Like, you, in DBD, you have 3 months to complete the fucking pass. Like, it does not take long if you just play here and there.
It's not all. No, it's not all. There's the Black Cell Premium subscription that adds a cumulative layer to all of this. Yes, cumulative. It incentivizes you to do the premium upgrade every season with cumulative rewards, and when you've got that, well, you get a 10% XP boost. That XP boost, of course, covers every pass through to the end of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and that does include your event passes, which you'll want to progress so you get your turtle stuff.
Oh,
and to make this worse,
turtle stuff.
it's a yearly model. Now, last year's Modern Warfare
Corpo's idea of extra monetization is more battle passes on more battle passes. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not shocked anymore at this point. Like, I thought battle passes were like, I don't know. I'm kind of like indifferent about battle passes. I kind of like them if it's a free game or if it's a cheap game, but at the same time, it can get very out of hand, if that makes sense. This is extreme. Like, what the hell? You paid $70 to play COD, and then you fucking have to buy a battle pass, and then there's also an optional battle pass for, like, cool cosmetics.
3 had skins that did not transfer over to Black Ops 6. I actually didn't know that.
That's
they
poggers.
only transferred through to Warzone. I mean, hey, at least your Fortnite skins will stick around for years. Now, what makes it worse is how this came as a surprise, and it's why it was a surprise to me. Modern Warfare 2 marketed itself in skins carrying over to Modern Warfare 3, and it very much seemed that that was like their overall grand plan, because, hey, they wanted to sell cosmetics. If they're doing that, they should really make sure that from COD game to COD game, not just Warzone, you can keep your cosmetics. Well, that expectation did not hold from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops 6, and that means that right now people will be buying these skins without knowing if the next premium game will even support them.
That's a cool skin, Chad.
Bad.
I want it.
There's one expectation that is being met. It's not a good one. It's that they will leverage AI to cut costs. Not exactly to leverage new technology to be more efficient. Oh, good things. Oh, no. No, just cheap slop. That's what we're getting. You know, as a short-term capitalist, as I'm sure you guys are.
The art itself, too? Yeah, I can't, no. Chat, I've said this before. Blizzard has such an iconic art style that they use for all of their promo arts. They started doing AI under your nose, and you probably didn't even realize it, because they probably made it so that you can't recognize it. Yeah, they probably already started doing it. You just haven't seen it yet. People haven't noticed.
As well, I'm absolutely thrilled that all of this revenue maxing is being matched by cost cutting. You know, I thought that long-term shareholder value was the goal. This shit doesn't seem like
That does not cut costs. It redirects costs from an artist contracts to the AI department. Yeah, and there's one guy overseeing the AI department instead of hiring 6 artists that take X amount of time and X amount of pay and need a livable wage to live in fucking California so they can drive into work every day. Like, are we really going to argue that, like, AI and machinery is not going to cut costs? Like, you really think one of the greediest companies imaginable doesn't account for cutting costs, and you think that they're just doing this at a loss? Okay. I don't know. I disagree. I think you're completely wrong. They hired Flippy. He costs $20,000, but he never calls in sick, and he doesn't feel ill, and his girlfriend doesn't break up with him, which makes him not want to go to work, and he doesn't just, like, no show. I don't know. So I feel like it's very much cost efficient.
Long-term shareholder value to me. But anyway, this is where Mr. Newell comes in.
Yeah,
Thank you,
needs
Steam.
maintenance.
Steam
He
now
doesn't
has
care.
got disclosure requirements for AI, and that means that Black Ops 6 now admits this. Our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets.
Ooh.
The community response was pretty much duh, of course. Now, we've seen the terrible loading screens, the miserably composed art.
You know what's weird is that there's nothing like inherently there's just like if you are a slop consumer, there's nothing that you can point out that's weird. The arm is fucked right here. This part looks stupid. It's supposed to be his arm. I like to the untrained eye, this looks okay. But to someone like us who look at this shit, it's just like, man, this is terrible. This looks like ass. Because you can tell, like, there's just mistakes.
Even whole events that just look like they were shot out of Mid-Journey, but actually somehow worse. Reports also indicate that Activision is mandating this stuff for art.
They have 3 toes and 2 toes and different feet. Let me see. I'm very curious. I like looking at this stuff. 2, 3 toes. Yeah, like look at the. Wait, what the hell is going on here? What is with him? It's like fusing over here. What the hell? I didn't even see that on first glance. Again, the more you look at it, the more you realize how fucking stupid it looks. Body parts are fusing, the arms are, the fucking chest muscles look off. Like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, you're completely right, Chet. Like, the arms and legs are fucked.
Composed art, even whole events that just look like they were shot out of Mid-Journey, but actually somehow worse. Reports also indicate that Activision is mandating this stuff for artists and that they've broken pledges that they made to their team over how far they would go with AI stuff. Now, beyond—
But what are you gonna do? Go somewhere else?
the visuals, there's also
what are you gonna
voices.
do, complain?
I use mine. I can't wait to, I don't know, clone my own voice and, I don't know, put myself out of work, I guess. Then I can have no purpose. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so Activision has confirmed that they are replacing beloved voice actors because, well, they refused to sign the Screen Actors Guild protections against AI exploitation. A funny little shot into this, more of a seasoning. Did you know that Bobby Kotick is in fact a union man? He is himself a member of the Screen Actors Guild because he did have a small role in the film Moneyball. So there you go. I suppose with Bobby being a member of the guild, it's kind of funny that now the company he ran is not really playing nice with the guild. Anyway.
Oh, but he left before this happened, to be fair. I don't know if he'd ever do anything about it because he loves money, but I don't know, kind of ironic, yeah.
Our corners being cut, saving tiny little amounts of money while delivering a worse product, like our six-fingered Santa and all the stupid bullshit. Now, it seems insane, but I actually do think I know what their strategy is. This is not about shaving costs now. This is about systemically reducing costs and re-architecting development for long into the future, right? Call of Duty is guaranteed to turn a profit. That will never really be in doubt unless something really spicy happens. But what is now becoming clear is that your $70 game might get you a good COD game at launch, providing Activision give their teams enough time. And you know what, with Blob 6, I'm happy that I bought that game. I'm happy that I played it. I had a bloody great time. That campaign absolutely slapped. But everything after that launch will just be a case of what Activision thinks they can get away with. And the hard truth is that thus far,
they'll get away with a lot because most consumers don't realize that they're consuming AI slop. Why do you think Facebook is having such a great time with basically creating fake engagement? Because stupid people don't know the difference. And especially as AI gets better, which it will, unfortunately, in 10 years you will have a hard time distinguishing AI art from like real art. It's gonna be so bad.
Customers have proved their strategy right, and they are seeing more and more success. The grandest point of the video is this: Activision's big advantage is they know that no matter how angry people become, they'll have a fresh start every 12 months. I skipped Modern Warfare 3 because it seemed like an absolutely shameless, shat out in no time thing, and the campaign certainly did seem to be that.
Shit it
Block
out.
6 didn't look like that. I bought it, I played it, I had a great time. And does that mean I'm part of the problem?
Yeah,
Technically,
kind of.
yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to buy bullshit later on. But in a way, that is the point. If the multiplayer's not performing to player expectations, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, or Sledgehammer will soon get another attempt.
But is the person who is ignorant and doesn't know about the problem, they have 4 kids, they have a screaming wife, and they just want to launch their Xbox and play COD, are they part of the problem even if they're completely unaware that Activision does this and maybe they hold that integral, like if they found out and they, like, this, yes, but they don't know any better? I mean, is it really their fault, though? Like, I feel like AI is, like, not a mainstream issue yet. Ignorance is not an excuse. I think it can be. How the fuck would a fucking 40-year-old man that has kids and just wants to play a video game would know about this? He just wants to consume product and get some dopamine in his system. AI has been an issue since 2018. Yeah, 7 years. That's not a long time in the grand scheme of technology. We had dog shit AI for like, what, 5 years, and then all of a sudden it exploded into something that just fucking exploded out of control.
Black Ops 6 has actually seen some of the fastest drop-offs in Steam player counts for the franchise. That doesn't necessarily spell doom. Maybe it just means they had a very successful launch spike. Maybe it just means the remaining players will be squeezed harder. But no matter what, there'll be another Black Ops soon. There'll be another Modern Warfare soon. And that will be another chance. So yeah, if the Modern Warfare 3 campaign disappointed, that's fine. People loved Blop 6 for the story.
Blops.
All is forgiven. At least that's the thing they count on. Each new release...
I think it's up to mainstream media, which I doubt it will ever do anything about this, but basically, if they labeled everything as AI, or like they had like a big watermark, and they said like this was made with AI, and then people actually got educated on it, I think it definitely could turn a point in consumerism, saying like, hey, we don't want to stand for this anymore, or at least be transparent about it so that we know what we're consuming. But I doubt that will ever happen. AI tax could help. I don't know if like tax would like do anything. I think like more labeling things clearly would make a difference.
Is a massive infusion of new players who can be targeted with fresh marketing. That means lots of new revenue, and Activision trying new experiments,
tasty.
like with the kill cam wish lists and the expensive
This
licensed
kills me,
skins.
bro.
And when these experiments work, they then become permanent game features in the monetization model. We have seen this happen. When they fail, well, they get valuable data that is worked into the next iteration of the game. They can build a battle pass, layer Black Cell on top, and then they can incentivize adoption by making repeat purchases the most efficient progression path. Just look at what they've done with Black Cell, and as much as that makes people angry, whenever there's a new COD season, you will reliably see Black Cell climbing way up the Steam sales chart, because the Steam sales chart is by gross revenue. And a lot of motherfuckers buy it.
Yep.
Every year, Activision knows they'll lose players because of apathy and frustration with the live service model. But unlike other games that then have got to fight to win disenchanted people back in the same game, Activision gets to say, hey, last time we put Ronald Reagan in the marketing. This time, there's Saddam, there's Maggie Thatcher, there's cool new things if, I don't know.
I want to play Saddam Hussein. I want to be the bad guy, Chan. I want to live in a cave and like play Nintendo 64.
I don't know.
I want to be the bad guy.
Then I go and buy Blop 6, Lamau.
They won't let you though.
But that's kind of the point, right? They got a fresh
Oh my
wash
god!
of
Did he just deep fry his head? That's so fucked, actually. That's actually one of the most fucked up things I've seen all day. He just deep fried his fucking head.
Everything. And the sad fact is that per the numbers, it will work. It does work.
That's horrible.
What happened to X-Defiant? What's happened to anything else that has tried to pull off a Call of Duty and fight Call of Duty on its own grounds? People have popped in for a bit, and they've pissed off because, yeah, it's not Call of Duty. And that's the problem. Anything trying to be Call of Duty is, I don't know, it's like your own version of Coke. People have Coke. They know what Coke is, even if the Coca-Cola company pisses them off. They want a nice Coke. Don't worry, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper.
Is Dr. Pepper owned by Coke? Who is Dr. Pepper owned by? The fact that you have to check, man. Dr. Pepper's owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Dr. Pepper's owned by Dr. Pepper. Based!
It's probably the Coke company, who knows. Anyway, the point here is,
nice.
These things are not really going to get better.
Pepper.
People have tried to disrupt the
Pepper.
shooter space, and audiences haven't really moved over because basically, nobody really does COD like COD, and people are not willing to try something else properly. And that means that as development teams are cutting corners with generative AI to maximum output at minimal cost, and we're seeing worse and worse shit in our games, well, just keep in mind, these games sell tens of millions of copies. So even
That's
though
astounding
maybe
to
there's this
me.
video and you've thought, ugh, don't think I'll buy the next COD.
Just such a monster,
These games sell
man.
tens of millions. Who will even remember these frustrations whenever Black Ops 7 launches in 2025? Whenever Frank Woods is back again and you can go and have a little adventure. Or Russell Adler is back and I can think, wow, Russell Adler, you're so cool. That's the sad power of brand, of marketing, right? Or if it's Modern Warfare 4 in 2020.
People who played like COD back in the day, like 15 years ago, they really have like a fucking chokehold on these people. They just, they're like, ah, damn it, there's no COD. Ah, there's no like COD answer. Really, there's truly not. It's kind of like people still play like fucking WoW and shit too.
26. Any anger that's floating around the place, realistically, is just going to be destroyed by Captain Price. Because he's Captain Price, and we all have little Captain Price brainworms in us. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? I guess the question is not whether Activision will push further, it's how much will they have to push before people en masse will vote with their wallet. We know Infinite Warfare struggled, we know Ghost struggled, but those struggled because of overall positioning, fantasy.
Also, struggled is a strong word. Did they still sell millions of dollars and break, like, profits? That's what I'm saying. Like, we use the word, like, oh, it struggled or it did badly, but it's like, did it make millions of dollars? Did it? That it didn't really struggle. Struggle to me is like, oh shit, like it actually bombed, like no one bought the game.
And that sort of thing, not necessarily tactics found within. And thus far, I'm struggling to see cases where the tactics found within for monetization are truly moving the needle in a way that won't to them be anything more than a mere rounding error. I know it sounds a bit grim, but hey, at least we had fun as we sort of traipsed around this horrible nightmare mind maze. In a way, you could say that it's, in fact, ludonarrative resonance. Treyarch absolutely love to have multi-layered, mind-bending, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly bullshit in their games, and I guess, well, now the monetization finally matches. Fantastic! Have an awesome day. It's always been terrible. For more entertainment,
Chat,
watch this one
Modern
next.
Warfare 2, man. Modern Warfare 1? 2? 1 was the best, I think. This is the one my brother played. Was it 1? Or was it 2? No, it was 2. I can't remember. I'd have to look at the box cover. The green one? Chat, which one's the green one with the dude at the front? That's the one my brother played a lot, and I played it too. He let me play it. That was 1. Oh, I played the OG. Shit! It was so good! Oh my god! My brother would let me play it like 1 round and I'd get my fucking shit pushed in. Because apparently he was really high rank. Or whatever. I don't know. I didn't play the game. Like, it's just me like handing me like the game. Modern Warfare 2 was great too. Yeah. I remember my brother played that one too. I don't remember the box cover though. Modern Warfare 2 box cover. Oh yeah, he did. Yes, he did play that one. Yep, he had that one with the brown background.
Fire, 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 fire.